Hello everybody, Dark Inception back in for another video. This is part 3 to my comic collection video. If you guys have been watching up to this part, I appreciate it, and I'm going to continue to show you guys some more of the highlights from each section. By the end of the last video, I wanted to show you all of this long box, but I only got to the team-ups, and I showed you like the crossover over there. And I showed you stuff like Secret Wars. Before I continue, I just want to show you a few issues that I forgot to show you in previous parts. Like after I was done recording, I was like, oh, I should have showed them that. Yeah, so as you recall, I showed you Secret Wars number 8 last time. That's the first appearance of the black costume. But something I should have pulled out, which I didn't remember to, was Amazing 252. This is the first appearance of the black suit in the Amazing title. So I just wanted you guys to see like the two of these. Then more on the Amazing title. Something I forgot to show the other day was this is a really cool cover. Amazing 410 with Spider-Carnage. This is only one part out of a 4-part series, and it's not even part 1, but I think it's the coolest cover out of all 4 parts. I have all 4 parts, but I don't really feel like pulling them all out. But Spider-Carnage is so popular, I figured, you know, it'd be cool to see him. So there you guys go. Then some Web of titles I forgot to show. Here's Web of number 100 with the Iron Spider, or Spider Armor, my mistake. Not to be mistaken with the Iron Spider. It's the Spider Armor. Pretty cool. Then we got these two, Web of 118 and 119. These are the first appearances of or this in particular is the first appearance of Ben Reilly as Scarlet Spider, and then this is the next part to that where he goes up against Venom. I mean, literally, first mission on the job, and he's going up against one of Spidey's toughest enemies. Anyway, continuing on with the boxes, now we're up to Sensational. That's about halfway up on my second long box. So let's keep going. So first thing I want to show you is Sensational number 1. I have a variant of this, but I'll be showing that in the last part, so be sure to stick around. But yeah, got a cool cover with Ben Reilly on there. The Media Blizzard. I don't really have all that many under Sensational. You know, I have a few in here. Like I have one with Molten Man. I like this cover a lot, where Ben's fighting Molten Man. But yeah, all in all, not many under that title. And for the next title, Friendly Neighborhood, again, nothing too much. I don't have too much of that, but I feel like number 1's worth showing. Really love the art for that series. Then we're on to Avenging Spider-Man with number 1. We got Rolk on there. We got Wolverine. We got Spider-Woman, you know, Jessica Drew. And Spider-Man's on front there. Pretty good series. I liked it until Spider-Ock took over. I don't really read anything that has to do with the inferior Spider-Man. I also have a variant for that. It's the Eric Ramos variant with Spider-Man and Iron Man. There's also a Captain America variant, but I don't have it. This was cheaper, so I had to get this one. I like Captain America more than Iron Man, though. These are out of order. Just a second. Okay, now onto the Scarlet Spider. First I have this was a 4-part miniseries back when Ben Reilly was Scarlet Spider. And you know, he had some other titles called like the Spectacular Scarlet Spider, Amazing Scarlet Spider, etc., etc. But I put this under the Scarlet Spider category since, you know, it was just called Scarlet Spider. I apologize about the focus of the camera. It's being kind of dumb. Then we go on to the newer Scarlet Spider stuff with Kane Parker. And I got Scarlet Spider number 1. I pretty much have the full run going all the way up to issue 15. So So I have the full run up to 15. Then I took a break of collecting them for a while, but I'll start getting them again. There's number 1. Really like the art. Kane makes a cool Scarlet. I was saying this. If anyone deserves to be Scarlet Spider, other than Ben, it's Kane. Only because Kane was an original player in the Clone Saga. Like, I'm glad it's him versus some random guy, and it also gives like a new dynamic. I also have a variant by Mark Bagley. He's my favorite artist, so I wanted to make sure to get this variant. He made a variant for the Minimum Carnage series, which was really cool, but I don't have that. There's the 2 of those. Then we're on to Venom. So the first Venom thing I have is I have the whole Lethal Protector series. But I'll just use number 1 to represent it. There's Spider-Man face palming. But yeah, I like Lethal Protector, and I like Eddie Brock as Venom much more than Flash. Now, as far as the newer Venom series with Flash Thompson, the earliest one I have is number 2. I don't have number 1. And it's also it's an homage to Amazing 300, which is the first appearance of Venom. Now on to Ultimate Spider-Man. I have like the whole run literally right here. Of Peter Parker's run, at least, not Miles. But the only thing is I'll show, because, I literally have like everything. I have the whole Venom story, the whole Carnage thing. But I'll show you guys number 1, which I have, which is CGC graded at the top. It says art by Mark Bagley, story by Michael Bendis. It got a 9.8. It has white pages. But I think almost all Ultimate comics have white pages anyway. But yeah, it was pretty cool to get this. And I also have Death of Spider-Man, which is issue 160. I have 2 different covers for it. This one needs a new bag because it's starting to rip. Then moving on to Untold Tales. So now we're back here. Now I have Untold Tales -1, which is a flashback of Peter's parents back when they were agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And actually, Logan's with them in this issue. He becomes Wolverine, and he's with Peter's parents whenever they got the news that they're having Peter. So I thought that was kind of cool. I also have Untold Tales number 1. I have like the whole run up to like number 10 or something like that. I got this for like 99 cents this issue, which was a good deal because the guy didn't like check the price. Then on to Spider-Man Unlimited. Again, I have like a lot of issues for those, but I'll show you guys number 1, which is the first part of Maximum Carnage. It says Maximum Carnage begins here. Shows Spider-Man down there. Really like that issue. Then I have Spider-Man Unlimited Volume 2, number 1. Some more really good art. Then we're getting back into some Spider-Man 2099. So let me get that. I have a lot of issues, except they're like all kind of scattered. Like I have 1, 2, 3. I think I'm missing 4, 5, 6, and my friend gave me some of them. But I have a good portion. But I just pulled out some of the ones I like a lot. So number 1, of course, you gotta show the number 1. Then we have number 25, which I thought was pretty cool because it's like the cover was embossed. There was a regular like flat cover, but I wanted to make sure to get this one. Then we got let me reach down. Number 29 with flip side. Then we got number 35 with Venom 2099. There it goes. There's the camera focusing. Then we got number 36 with more Venom 2099. There was a variant of this where it was on Spider-Man's end, but I grabbed this one first, and then when I went to when I went back next time, it wasn't there anymore. So I was kind of like, ah, dang. Then we got number 37 with more Venom 2099. Kind of creepy. Now we're moving on to Marvel Knight Spider-Man. We got number 1 right there. Really like the art. I have like the full run up to number 15, I think, or something like that. And then we got some Spider-Man Noir stuff. I should have put this under the specials series, but I gave it its own section. I got number 1. That's the actual cover. There's a variant to each issue. And then for number 2 and 3, I only have the variants. I don't have the regular ones, and I don't have number 4. So I kind of want to fill in all the spaces. I want to get like all the variants and all the original. But this is all my comic store had at the time. So I got what I could find. Now on to What If / What The, which is all the way in the back of the 3rd box. My first What If. I don't have all that many What Ifs, but I really like the What Ifs. It's What If number 4. And it's What If, Spider-Man kept the black suit. It was really cool, this book. Like, got to see it go on Hulk. You got to see it go on Thor. You got to see, like, the symbiote acting. And, this was a really new concept at the time. This was before Venom. This was before Carnage. It was before, you really got to see what would happen if the alien, like, took over. And it was cool seeing what would happen if it took over Peter. Really good read. I'd suggest getting it if you find it. Then we got What If number 20. And it's What If Peter and Mary Jane didn't get married. Another really good What If. And then the next one, number 21. What if he married the Black Cat? Another really good issue. Hello. Prepare your harness. Arnis. That's weird. I was going to say arse, but then I was thinking anus, whatever. Then we got What The. It's my only issue with Spider-Ham on it. But this is a throwback cover to one of the Kraven the Last Hunt's issue covers. Then we got some of these issues, which don't really have a section right now, but I gotta get a tab for them so I can like actually give them a definitive spot. But they're sitting behind the What If section. They're Spider-Man Adventure comics. They're based off the animated series. So first we got number 1, which has an embossed cover, and it's pretty nice. It's shiny metallic. Then I have a variant of number 1 that's not embossed, and it's yellow cover. Still a good cover though. Then I got number 2. It's based on the episode with the Scorpion. I guess it doesn't want to focus. Then I got number 3 with the Spider Slayers. Then I got number 5 with Mysterio. Then I got number 8, which is based off the whole Black Suit saga. And they have like the whole astronaut thing like the animated series had. Then we have number 9, part 2 of that. Then we have number 10 with Venom. So yeah, that was everything I wanted to show you for today. I got all the way, so I showed you, everything in this first long box, which is covered at the moment. Then I showed you everything I wanted to show you in the second long box. And now we're all the way up to this third area. So now, for next time, for part 4, I'm just going to show you this last section over here. And a few other issues which aren't over here in this collection. But yeah, be sure not to miss it. And until my next video, guys, this was Dark Inception. Thanks for watching. Later.